Hi, happy Wellness Wednesday with Christia from Thule Hair Spa and Wellness Boutique. Today we're going to talk about the infamous menstrual cycle. So if you're one of those people that have problems like going to work, going to school, having to cancel activities due to bad cramping, leg pain, low back pain, things like that, what I'm putting together today is a series of solutions with products, and I'm going to follow it up with a video with some stretches that can possibly help you alleviate a lot of the symptoms, or not symptoms, but a lot of the achiness that you have. And the more you do them over time, we'll show you how to build that. So one of the things that started me on this journey was I have fibroid tumors, and my doctor wanted me, of course, to have surgery. You know, that's what they all want to do. And I was, of course, totally against that. And I just felt like I could find a natural way to heal my body, to alleviate it. And this doesn't say that I don't have fibroids still, but they are not as big as they were, and they're not as problematic as they were at the onset. So one of the main things I did that was a major game changer was to change my sanitary napkins. And originally I did change them to an all-natural cotton, but it still seemed like it wasn't enough. And in my research, I found a better solution that not only was more natural, but it also had a healing component. And that company is called Jewel Premium Sanitary Napkins. So with Jewel pads, they have revolutionized the sanitary napkin by not only making it out of all natural cotton, but they've added a graphene strip. And this is one of the things that we're going to come back to later to really go in depth, but to just give you an overview about graphene. Graphene is a natural product that they put into a compressed strip, and it's super thin, and it lays inside the pad. But what it does is it draws energy. It puts energy into your body, but it also draws out toxins. So that makes it antibacterial. It balances your pH. It keeps you drier, and it reduces odor. It reduces the pad from being extra wet. It reduces inflammation in your body, which in turn reduces the pain signals, right? So we have several different versions of this. This is the overnight, which is my favorite. We also have a regular heavy flow. We have a medium flow, which I don't have here, but we do have that as well. And then we have two versions of a panty liner, one without wings, and they actually came up one with wings. Now the crazy thing is the one with wings is literally like a regular pad. They're all super thin. And not only are they super thin, they're super absorbent. So they're not allowing fluid to move all over the pad, right? And what I find is that my cycle seems to be, it's more reduced. Where I used to have a 6-day cycle, it's now about 3 days, right? And with that being said, my bleeding has completely been reduced. It's no more of the heavy cramping, and most of the time I don't really even have cramping. So that's the ironic thing too. So it's actually doing its job. And the more you use anything, you know, it takes 30, 60, 90 days for things to for you to kind of get the rhythm and flow. 30 days is good, but if you give something 90 days, you're really going to be able to see the full breadth of what that product is able to do for your body or not do for your body. Because of course, if it's a negative reaction, you'll see it sooner. But something that's positive, the more you do it, the better the effects are going to be. So I've literally gone from like some months, I really feel like I haven't had a cycle, and I've been using these pads for over 8 months. So another thing that I found very helpful, which is the other things that are back here besides the jewel pads, CBD products. CBD products are derived, the CBD products I use are derived from the hemp plant, which is a cannabis plant, but it's the cannabidiol that's in the hemp plant, which is one of the cannabinoids of the cannabis plant. There are several, and THC is the most common one. But with CBD, what it does is it literally is one of the second highest components of that plant that feeds our endocannabinoid system. And if you take my CBD class, which I offer, we can go more in depth with that. But basically, The endocannabinoid system feeds off of the cannabis plant in any form, and it creates homeostasis in the body. So it'll reduce inflammation, reduce your pain. It can correct things that are off in your body. It has signals. It has, just like when you take Tylenol or Motrin, those things are triggered to react to certain certain triggers in your body. So when you use CBD, it's similar, but it's more natural. It's no chemical. So what you're doing is you're simply hitting a switch that says, hey, I got pain over here. That switch is hit, right? So main thing I use sometimes, gummies. These are gummy squares. And this is my line, it's Cannavibe. And these are 25 milligrams. One is amazing. And we also have them in gummy bears. And I sometimes take just one of these if I feel the need to. Like, I haven't had to have a pain pill since September 2019. And here it is, May 21st, 2020, right? So I have not used any pain pills at all for cramps, headaches, or anything. Another thing we have, game changer, honey sticks. The CBD honey sticks are 10 milligrams each. These containers are sold, we sell these with 25 in a container. And in my store, we'll be selling them individually as well. So that you can literally take this and you can pop it open. It's like a straw. And you can suck it right out of the straw if you want immediate relief. But you can also add it to your favorite tea. So if you like green tea or oolong tea or any type of organic tea that's like your fave and you don't really want to detox, guess what? You can automatically have you a CBD tea, get the relief you need, and completely relax. Because that's another thing CBD does. It gives you a total state of relaxation. It really calms you down. So it's good for anxiety. A lot of people use CBD for various reasons. So this is another product, right? Another thing I use that I definitely just recently used more often because of my cycle was the Harmony Drops. This is a CBD drop. There are several CBD drops, but this one is revolutionary because it has a good flavor and you literally only need just a drop. So when you open the bottle, it has a dropper that measures out the dose for you. You just let it sit under your tongue for about 30 seconds and then you swallow it and you get such great relief almost instantly. Another thing I use on my cycle is, or anytime really, Alleviate. This is a CBD pain cream. What this does is it smells amazing. First of all, too bad we don't have smell-o-vision. But one thing about it, you can take a little bit because a little goes a long way. And you can literally rub it into your stomach, right? And when you rub it into your stomach, what happens is it starts to work on that inflammation and relieves the pain, right? If you have leg pain in your cycle, you can rub it on your legs. You can rub it on your thighs. You can rub it on your lower back because some people suffer from lower back pain during their cycle, right? So this is another thing, the CBD, that you can use during your cycle. And it comes packaged. Another thing I use is CBD tea. So CBD tea, this is a lemon flavor. And we also have a raspberry flavor. Okay? So you choose, right? This one does have a 0.3% THC, whereas this one has no THC. Okay? Great flavors. They're both detoxing teas, which you need to detox. And your cycle does detox you, but this gives you that added advantage because the CBD is embedded in it. And what it does is it's amazing. It literally, it helps your body just completely calm down. So if you take some cream and rub your stomach, apply a little warm heat, like a heating pad or a heating blanket, and make you a nice cup of hot tea with CBD in it. You can even add a honey stick if you want to enhance it and increase it just a little bit more. And then after this video, if you do that and then do the stretches that I'm going to show you, you can literally change how your cycle is affecting you. Okay. Again, these are just some of the products that we sell at our store, and it's a whole section. It's going to be like the period store section. But you know, we have to learn how to be okay with this, because it is a part of who we are as women, right? Even our daughters, as they're growing up, they're going to start their cycle. Why not start them off sooner with jewel pads? Because now we don't have to worry about them getting a pad that's going to cause them to have problems down the line, because that's a lot of the issues with the store-bought pads. So these are definitely good for preteens that haven't even started their cycle yet. They can start with something as simple as a panty liner, because even people that are in menopause, they're able to use these, because it's still going to correct, because that's what graphene does. So even if you don't have a cycle anymore, guess what? I have women that still buy them. They buy the panty liners just so they can get the benefit of the graphene strip, because that wound still needs to be cleansed, okay? And again, the CBD products, there are many reasons you can use them, but today we are talking about the menstrual cycle and difficulty with cramps. So I hope this was helpful, and look forward to hearing your reviews and your comments. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them below or shoot me a DM. I ship out all products. I am in Detroit, so we do have curbside pickup is available if need be. And I just hope your Wednesday as well as mine, and feel better. Thank you.